Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Mary. I hope everyone is doing really well today. So I am going to start off by applying a lip balm. It's a different one this time. This one is by Lip Smacker. It is one that my grandson gave me. He said it was the only girl one in his set that he got from his mom, that he decided grandma needed to have this one. And I've had it for a minute. And it's one of those that smells really nice and actually has a taste to it. Not unpleasant. Not that I'm going to eat it, but still not unpleasant. So I am going to create a look from Dollar Tree, complete face, get ready with me. I decided to try a brand that I keep seeing as a dupe for so many things, and I'm not going to go over what's a dupe or what's not. I'm going to use it simply to see how it does on my skin. I do have mature skin, I have hooded eyes, and very, very dry skin. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. Very, very affordable, and I'm going to start with the eyebrows. I don't normally do eyebrows and lashes and all that good stuff on camera, but I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do as quick a look as possible, so I may end up hopping off and cleaning up a little bit and then coming back. Not sure yet. Maybe I'll just run it through and let y'all see from start to finish what I can create as quickly as possible. So this is, and of course, why not start off without letting you know, it is an Ioni pencil. I was not able to find the brand that I'm wanting to try, but I will show you that brand in just a few minutes. So Ioni pencil, and this one is in the Dahlia Brown shade. And Ioni is one of the Dollar Tree brands that I do love as far as lashes go. I think that's the only thing that I have used, the lashes and the lash glue from Ioni. But I do like it. I like them a lot. I don't usually make my eyebrows very, very dark, so I'm going to try and keep it light. Just what I normally do. But it is gliding on very nicely, and it is not tugging at my eyes in the least. And you all know my eyebrows are my struggle, so I am going to do the best I can. And I'm not using a spoolie because I did not find one there. I'm not using anything else aside from what I purchased for this look. So however it comes out is how it's going to come out. Granted, if I do apply it at a different time, of course I'm going to use everything else. But as far as finding what I needed for this look today, and I have had this for about a week, just hadn't had a chance to film it. But I am interested on seeing how that will perform. I have already swatched the palette because there is a palette in here that I am going to use, also from Dollar Tree. As I said before, every single thing that I am using aside from the brushes is Dollar Tree. And I was hoping to find the same brand for every bit of it. That did not happen, but we will make it work nonetheless. Like I said, I'm trying to do as quick a look as possible, see what happens. And I'm going to put my OCD-ness aside because I do have OCD when it comes to makeup, and that is what takes me the longest time. That and Scroll. I always use Scroll. So I do have an eye primer, and it is by LA Colors. I've never tried it. This is the only thing that I could find. Again, not the brand that I was trying to find everything in, but definitely a primer that I am willing to work with. And I will talk to you a little bit about the primer because when doing the swatching, I did apply it to my hand, and I will go over that with you because unless it performs differently on my eyes, I wasn't too thrilled with the way it performed on my hand. And that's just me. It may perform differently for someone else. Maybe someone else enjoys the shadows or the primer to be a little different. Creamy. It's very, very creamy. But for me, a primer, if the shades are to stay, for me, it just needs to be a little tacky. This one was creamy. And I will review, when I do the eyeshadows, I will let y'all know what it is that I did not like about it. So let's go ahead and finish the other eye. And I am going to need a little bit more. Should have worked on both eyes at the same time. And a little does go a long way. I discovered that. And yes, you're able to see these swatches. So that is the palette that I will be using today. It is a fall themed palette, which is what I liked. And it was one of those $1.25 products. Each and every single one of the things that I will be applying today are $1.25. Now the brightness for the primer, I do like. So I do like that. And hopefully it pops the shades on my eyes as well as it did on my hand. But let's go ahead and just make sure that I have the edges of the eyebrows. Okay. And now I am moving into the palette. And the palette is Dreamy Mauves. These are the shades. And as you can see, they're pretty well used. The shimmers are a little more creamy than I thought they would be. Not that they don't feel good. And velvety. So it kind of sunk in just a little bit. But I'm going to apply this mauve pink shade to, and this, I'm actually not going to use this brush. This one I will use to pack the color. I'm actually going to go in with the blending brush. And if you all know me, I don't use brushes for what they are intended for. I do my own thing when it comes to brushes. Here we go. And it does feel like it is applying a little differently on my eye. So maybe that thing that I was going to talk about that happened on my hand may not be happening on my eye. We will most definitely see. But I like the shade so far. It is very, very light. But I like it. It's perfect for bringing it all the way up to the brow bone. And as you can see, it is not very pigmented, but it is buildable. So definitely something that you can build on. I'm going to go in with this darker shade. The ones that I am applying now, the first one and this one, are actually mattes. So they are matte color. And I do try to bring it up almost like an eyeliner type look. And then I will blend it out. And that's just to pull the eye up. But if I go up, different things happen that I do not like. And then I will just darken down here a little bit more than I do towards the top. go on this side. And one eye is a little more wide spaced on the lid than the other, so they do tend to come out a little different, so I do have to work a little bit harder on trying to make them even. Here we go with making the corner a little darker. Okay. And then just bring it in a little. And no, it is doing that thing that it did with my hand when I'm trying to bring it in. So I will be talking about what this primer did for that. I'm going to go with the green. So this one here is what I am going to apply on the lid. Took me a minute to make that decision. So here we go. And that looks very nice. As you can see, it does pay off, but once again, it does not glide on. And to some degree, it's not a bad thing because it turns the mattes into kind of like a cream shadow is what it feels like. When I'm gliding it on, it almost feels like a cream eyeshadow. And I don't use a lot of cream eyeshadows, but there we go. Now let me go to the other side and apply it on the other eye. And as you can see, it does have payoff. So the shimmers are, I am loving them. They are, like I said, a little creamy, a little on the creamy shadow, powdery. I don't know how to explain it. I hope I'm trying to, or I'm getting my point across. But here we go. And OCD me is trying to do too much, so I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm leaving it there. So that is the look so far. Like I said, the blending is the one thing. Blending the shades. There we go. I think that looks a little better. I'm going to use my pencil brush. I'm going in with this shade here underneath the eye. And even with the pencil brush, it does apply the shimmer. I like it. And without a primer, they glide on a little easier. My only fear is no primer may end up washing out the color that much sooner throughout the day. But I am going to give it a try at a later time and see if that will happen. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you the palette one more time. And this is what it looks like swatched. This is what I have on the entire lid. This is what I put underneath my eyes. This is the one that I have on the outer corner. I have this one here under the eye, the shimmer. And then I have this on my lid. And I have not used that yet, but I am going to. And that I am going to come up here. I should probably clean my finger just a little better, just to give it a little shine underneath the brow bone. And there we go. That is what I have. Now I am going to apply the foundation, because I did bring a foundation as well. It is the Be Pure, and this is one of the products that I was trying to find. The Be Pure brand is the one that I was talking about, that a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are enjoying it and liking it. So here goes nothing. And from here on out, I am going to show you what it will do. And primer is one of those things I did not find. So I do not have primer on my face. Let's see how that goes. It is not my shade. It is a little darker, but it is all that they had. But I am going to show you what I am going to do with the powder that I did find. Now let's go ahead and talk about the blurring powder. It is this one here, and this one is actually one that the cashier advised me not to overuse because it was white, which gave me the idea of getting the foundation, because I originally did not have the foundation in. But because she said that this comes out very white, and it is very loose, as you can see, because it was very white, I figured, why not? And that's what you get. So it is a white blurring. It says translucent, and I can tell you right now, that is not translucent. That is white, which toned down a little bit of the foundation. So it gave it a much lighter feel, at least I think so. So let's apply this now and then keep moving on. And now I am going to apply the blush, and I did find one by Be Pure. So this is also Be Pure, and the powder is also Be Pure. And Be Pure is, it's actually essentially ageless. So each of these products that I have from Be Pure, essentially ageless, is the goal for it, or the theme for it, I think, series. So I'm pretty happy about that. And this powder, as you can see, it is pigmented, and this one is in the shade it does not say. It actually does not say. There's no shade name for it. But let's see how well it performs. There we go. And I do have a bronzer that came with it. I'm not going to apply it because the foundation is already dark enough as it is, and I'm not going to darken it. But definitely something that I will be trying here soon. Hopefully I can find a foundation that is more to my tone. Okay, and actually I may apply it a bit on the chin part. or the jawline, which is this one here, and it is also by Be Pure. It is a darker color for it. So let's see. Okay, here we go. And I may just apply it here, just a little. I am. Not something that I apply all of the time, so that is definitely not my best or my strongest suit. Let's blend it in. And then let's blend this one in. As I said, it is not my strongest suit, so here we go. Just blending it in a little more. Okay, and a little bit more powder, see if I can define this portion here. There we go. Now I am going to apply, what is it, the mascara, and then the lippy. And for the mascara, I did find a Be Pure. And this one is in the shade brown. It is Hydrating Mascara is what it's called. And once again, I do have a mirror here. But I'm going to use the phone camera. And as I said before, mascara is not something that I usually apply. I do not curl my lashes, so I'm hoping that this will lift the lashes. So far, there's coat number 1. And this corner here, I always struggle with. The lashes seem to collide with each other more times than not, and I end up not having what I would like to have. And the mascara is lifting them a little. It's not as dark as I would want it to be, but it is a brown shade. Had I chosen the black one, it might have been a little darker, but I won't know because I didn't get it. So I'm going to continue looking for it and see if they have it the next time I go. And we will definitely try the black mascara. But as I said, it is lifting the lashes a little. And that is 2 coats. And because of my hooded eyes, I usually have mascara up on top of my lash or my space. My lid. There we go. Here we go. And that is the mascara. I'm getting daring because the bottom lashes are my struggle as well. Everything is my struggle, if I'm really being honest. And now let's go ahead and get the lippy done, and then we will be done. So those are the lashes. And the lipstick is more of a lip balm that changes colors. And I did try it when I first got it, so it does turn it a little pink. But I'm going to do something different because the pink that it turns my lips is not what's going to go with this. And as you can see, it immediately changes the color. It feels really nice. It feels very, very nice. But I don't like this shade. I know it does kind of go with it, but it's not my color. So I'm going to do something with my eyeshadow. And eyeshadows are for more than just putting it on the eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this shade here. Just a little. And tone down the pink. I like that better. So that is the look. What do y'all think? Quick and easy. Not as quick as I would want it to be, but quick and easy. I didn't let my OCDness hit too much of, or get too much out of me. The powder. I like that it does blur the pores a little, but I don't like that it doesn't have a primer. So I'm going to see and test and see what we can come up with. So I will definitely let y'all know what it looks like after a few hours. I did say I was going to come back and let y'all know how it performed. This is the look that I still have on. And by have on, I mean there is still a lot of pigment on my face. There was some creasing on the lid, creasing underneath the eye, and fading and creasing throughout the face. The under eye and the face was to be expected because I did not have a primer for either one. I did not use the balm that I normally use underneath my eyes to prevent that creasing. So I already knew that was going to happen. But all in all, using foundation, that was bound to happen. I knew it. Not upset about it. Lips. It's a tint. Once the lipstick or the lip balm wears off, there's a tint underneath, and that is what the residue of it is. I ate, I drank things, so that disappeared, except the tint. It's not as intense as it was when I first applied it, but I do like that it's pretty subtle, but there is a tint to it. I like it. I do like it a lot. Now, if I could apply it, remove it as much as possible, and get this tint every single time, I would do it in a heartbeat. I added one more product while off camera, and it was the Be Pure Highlighter. It's a really nice shade. I do like it. And that is what we have. I applied it to the cheekbones and the nose and the Cupid's bow. It stayed for the most part throughout. Not every single place, but it did stay. the mouth, of course, that was going to go away. But once again, here is the highlighter. $12, $15 maybe tops for all of the face makeup. 100% Dollar Tree. Get ready with me look. Not upset about it. Will do it again. Different shades, different try-ons, and there you have it one more time. Hopefully next time I'll find the black mascara and get a little more intense mascara on the eyes. That is what I have for Dollar Tree. Get ready with me, and thank y'all for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. I will see y'all in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay blessed, smile always. Bye.